Hey guys, welcome to episode 2. This video is the kickoff of the Road to the West Point Big Game 2009. Feel free to post your own roads to West Point, since I obviously can't film you for the next 2 months because that, would be creepy.
It makes the world look topsy-turvy.
But yeah, if you keep up with this series and there's something you want to add, feel free to add a video response. You just film yourself talking about West Point game, and then upload it to YouTube, and then at the bottom of this video down there, you will see a video response form. Click it, go over to your videos, click the one you want, bam, you're in. For those of you who don't know, the West Point Big Game is one of the larger games on the East Coast. It takes place at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. There's one game in the spring and also another game in the fall. The spring game is typically the larger one. For those of you who have been, you know it's a fantastic experience. Don't drink and film YouTube videos. It's a fantastic experience, and I've lost my train of thought. This year is shaping up great. Doug Decker is generaling the German side. Eric Engler is generaling for the American side. It's new terrain. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to go over the top 3 reasons you should go to a West Point game. For everyone who's already been, this video is more for people who may have heard about it, or you're trying to convince your parents to go, or your team to go. So here's my top 3 reasons for going to the West Point Big Game. Reason number 1. First reason you should go to the USMA Big Game 2009 is the reffing staff. The reffing at West Point is among the best on the East Coast. Frankly, some of the best I've ever seen, and they would definitely be in my top 5 list of ref staffs of all time. No offense to you, Darth. I love the Albany Marshals too, and you do a great job. But for those of you looking at going to the West Point game, the cadets run the show. They set up the field. They ref the whole time. They run around. They ensure that there's a safe environment, but they're also willing to allow players to be creative, bring a lot of cool things to the field. They bring a level of professionalism and involvement to the game that not a lot of other reffing staffs do. I'm not saying that no one else does, again, but the West Point refs are just phenomenal. Reason number 2, the gameplay. West Point is a clash of titans every time. The cadets do an excellent job of ensuring the teams are evenly stacked, so if one team does have an advantage that is determined to be too severe, the cadets will move players over to another team. This has happened in the past. You try to avoid it, but people leave or tanks break down. Things happen. I mentioned tanks. West Point is awesome if you want to see artillery, tanks, rocket launchers. People are going to bring out all their toys for this game. Again, the refs make sure everything is safe. The tanks have kill switches and are ref escorted at all times. The laws have to be checked out, and Tackleberry is pretty much the only one that brings the artillery, and you'll see it, but it won't hurt you too badly, I promise. This is not usually a game with a lot of role-playing or prop collecting. It is just a slugfest. It's like World War I. You're just going to be 2 teams grinding it out on the field for 2 days straight. You'll be fighting over, typically you fight over flag positions, and at the end of each day there's a final battle where the 2 teams are pitted against each other in a very small, confined space, and you get out of it what you put into it in terms of bruises and enjoyment. It also takes place on some awesome terrain. The terrain around West Point on the Hudson River Valley there is just carved up mountains, so be fit, be in shape. If you want to bring shin guards, knee pads, stuff like that. It is rocky. There are trees. I'm not saying it's not safe, but you just should be cognizant. That means you should be aware of or to know that it's challenging terrain. You're going to want to bring water, food. Don't get dehydrated, and just be prepared to be challenged, because even some of the most fit players out there are going to be sucking wind by the end of the second day. Third reason you should go to the West Point Big Game in the spring of 2009 is community. you are rarely going to see a more open and inviting group of paintball players than hit up West Point. Local teams, you have teams commuting from all over the area because they respect the quality of the event that cadets put on, the teamwork and sportsmanship displayed at the event, and the hard work that goes in from both teams. At the end of the day, no matter how hard you fight, you have people who are going to congratulate you if you won, shake your hand if you lost, because you're all going to slug it out and give it 110%. Everyone camps in the same area, so in the evenings you can walk around, chat with people, meet new people. You're going to see big names. You have Barney, Eric Engler, Greg Hastings typically shows up. I mean, there are some big paintball names here. Sorry if I left you out, guys. I don't have a list in front of me, and I figured 3 was enough. So if you're looking to meet any of these people, hang out with them, we're all in this community together, and it's awesome. I'm not going to use any profanity here, but I almost used it because that's how awesome it is. So those are my top 3 reasons: the reffing, the intensity and quality of the game, and just the awesome community that comes to the field every single year. Bring out your A game, get your registration money in. You got to register for German or the Americans. The Germans are going to win, so maybe you should think about signing up for the Germans. Yeah, post your video responses. I'll be putting up more links. I want to try and interview some other people, do specials on the laws, artillery, tanks, different teams. So at the event, come on down and say hi. I'll be trying to film some more, and it'll be a good time. Peace. So, West Point Big Game 2009. I'm excited for this game. Most of the fucking cat.